The Mêkông sub-region includes Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, Thailand, Vietnam, and the Yunnan and Guangxi provinces of China. It is home to more than 300 million people. Over the last decades, millions of people have migrated between these countries and beyond in search of security and a better life. Thailand is the main destination country in the Mêkông sub-region today, with 3 million migrant workers. It has experienced rapid economic growth. Migrants, mostly from neighbouring Myanmar, Cambodia and Laos, have filled the jobs that locals are unwilling to take. They support their families back home and play an essential role in the Thai economy. However, this positive contribution is often overlooked. Migrants are commonly subject to discrimination and rights violations while living in relative social isolation. They are employed in sectors including manufacturing, construction, agriculture, fishing, hospitality and domestic work. Without migrant workers, many of these industries would not function. Despite playing an integral role in the economy, governments treat migrants as if they are temporary, and people have almost no possibility of acquiring permanent residence or becoming a naturalized citizen. But how long is temporary? How long can a person stay somewhere without a sense of belonging or acceptance? Visa conditions are inflexible and short, leaving people without certainty about the future.
Mình hiền khởi dương ọt bạch ọt ấy dân khai chỉ chay dùm ruột ở chắp. Rồi khi mình sao tục chất dương mà.
Đại miên thay chay dùm ruột ở chắp. Không ai dương ọt bạch ở đây đấy.
Miên. Khi ọp dương tới cái chay dùm ruột ở chắp.
Millions of migrants live side by side with local communities, but not together. In many ways, they are isolated. Migrants are often excluded from state protections and public services. They lack awareness of their rights, not knowing how to claim benefits. Language barriers also contribute to migrants' feelings of isolation. Channels to voice their needs are restricted. Migrant workers are prohibited from forming their own trade unions. While they are permitted to join existing Thai unions, there are few active unions in sectors where migrants work. A cabinet resolution in 2005 under the Education for All policy permits all children in Thailand, regardless of their nationality or legal status, to attend free primary school. Yet language barriers and out-of-pocket expenses are obstacles to attending school. Their migrant status limits opportunities for further education and meaningful work. Caught in between wanting to fit in and knowing that their status is only temporary, few migrant children complete secondary school. Instead, most start working in unskilled jobs early. Migrants from the Mêkông also migrate out of the sub-region, for instance to Japan, where they face a similar situation.
สไตล์ของญี่ปุ่นเขาจะดูถูกชาวต่างชาติคือเวลาทำงานด้วยกันนี้เขาจะเหยียดหยามเราเขาจะบ่นว่าให้เราจะด่าเราแต่ความที่เราได้มาแล้วไหนๆเราจะกลับตัวเปล่ามันก็คงเป็นไปไม่ได้จากที่เข้ากันไม่ได้แรกๆเราก็ใช้ความใจเย็นแล้วก็ความพยายามอดทนเราก็ได้ผลสำเร็จคือได้รับความร่วมมือแล้วก็เพื่อนฝูงก็รักใคร่สามัคคีกัน
Although Japan faces a rapidly aging population and an acute shortage of labour, it has highly restrictive policies towards labour migration. The country has not officially opened its doors to unskilled migrant labour. But an increasing number of migrants from Cambodia, Myanmar and Vietnam are being placed in Japan under the Industrial Technical Training Internship Programme. Civil society organisations in Japan are reaching out to migrant communities and encouraging social integration by supporting language classes, cultural events and counselling to migrants. There are also limited but positive government initiatives. Even when migrants have lived in the destination country for a long time or were born there, many still consider the country of origin as their home due to the challenges of socially integrating and the longing for their families and communities. Ironically, however, the social exclusion of migrants does not necessarily end when they return to their home countries. In both Cambodia and Myanmar, migrant returnees have shared experiences of being shamed if their migration experience was not successful. In Cambodia, if migrants return with health problems, their healthcare costs often become impossible to meet. In Myanmar, migrants who have been away for a long time or migrant children born abroad frequently face difficulty applying for household registration, which means they cannot access healthcare or enroll in school. Sustainable livelihood opportunities continue to be lacking. So, without government support, such as skill training or microcredit back home, many make the decision to migrate again. It is important for us to try to understand why migrants are living in isolation in destination countries. Why is there such little effort from all concerned to improve their living conditions? Why is it so difficult for them to return home without having to migrate again? The need for countries to work together to create societies where everyone, including migrants, can live together and not in social exclusion is clear. When we discuss migration, we must go beyond the idea of tolerance. Tolerance suggests that society should put up with others despite their differences. In this increasingly interconnected world, it is counterproductive to differentiate people in such a way. Instead, we should establish a society where everyone can live together equally. The goals of living together are clear: achieving peaceful neighbourhoods at local, national and regional levels, ensuring equal access to services, eliminating intolerance, marginalisation, discrimination and extremism, promoting shared aspirations and values, recognising aspirations to social mobility, and facilitating participation and empowerment of all people at all levels.